Try something else.
He says, should we get out of here? I say, yeah, hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, or just, you can do your voice. You don't have to do like a... Your voice is fine. Your voice is
Is
good.
my voice fine, though?
I mean, sure, it shakes the windows, but it's... Oh, see, I want to know more about your life. So was it a religious upbringing with principal dad and
No.
DG mom? Cool.
We were Catholic for like 5 years.
Was it the first 5 or?
No, it was like a middle 5.
Like what ages for you?
It was probably like 11 to 16, 10 to 15.
Brutal, tough.
Yeah.
That's like the most
the
awkward
worst time. Yeah.
10 to 15 is a nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah. It was...
Damn.
I don't know. I think it was because my brother was born and they were like, we're starting over. We're going to be good parents now.
Yeah.
And this means we're going to church.
Was he the second kid?
Third.
Okay, so
Yes.
so fully two kids
Yes,
in. Well, the
yes.
third one, they're like, we gotta bring this shit
Now
together.
we're going to,
Especially Catholic's a tough pitch. If you're not already Catholic.
I know.
Do you remember? Well, so you were like 10 when was there like? Did they sit you down and be like, hey, we're gonna start going to this, or was it just like we just started going and it wasn't really like a discussion?
I don't remember it being a discussion.
I just wonder what the process like picking Catholic. If you could just pick anyone.
Right. My dad was raised Catholic.
Connection? Okay.
So I think he was kind of like, half Catholic the whole time.
Yeah.
But then decided to double down for 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet that if I'm that church, I'm pretty pumped. You're like new family, 5 kids, and like young families. That's what's up. They like that shit.
Exactly.
Do you have any memories from that going at church? As a teen?
I liked church because there was like cute boys there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Socially,
That's
nice.
all I really remember about church.
Youth group?
Youth group, yeah.
Because that's where you really get to interact with cute boys.
Exactly.
You can't really get much in the sharing of the peace of Christ. You guys do that where you shake hands during the service?
Yes, of course. Yes. What is that called?
We call it sharing the peace. There's a lot of different terms for it. Greeting of the saying what's up.
Yeah, saying what's up.
It's the best part. It's hard to squeeze in like Riz in about 2 minutes right there. You need the full best youth group we ever did. In a big fellowship hall, put all the folding tables on their sides to make a rink, skate around our socks, play broom hockey. BYO broom, people taped them up and like modified them and shit. The goalie's got a big push broom.
That's awesome. That's cool.
That was
We
sick.
never did anything cool like that.
We mostly were cool, but that was, at one point I splinter got my hand and my palm was like bloody. And there's a picture of me with like a pink headband and a football jersey and a bloody palm going, on Facebook from probably 2010. Wow. Let's do a scene about just like old Facebook photos.
Okay, yeah.
Oh man, I'm kind of stressing out.
How come?
I don't know. I agreed to be like one of the speakers in this seminar, and then they just, without asking, they didn't ask for like a picture or anything. They just went onto my Facebook and just picked a picture, and like it's already posted and everything. And it's like I'm one of the panelists, and it's like not the picture I would have chosen.
They went to Facebook and picked a picture?
They just right-click, download it. Didn't even
use
ask.
your link to in picture?
No.
They went to Facebook, a social media platform that people really don't even use anymore.
I'm talking about next steps for H&R Block, and they just went to my Facebook? That's messed up, right?
That is messed up. Is it a funny picture? Is it a good picture?
Unfortunately, it's hilarious.
Okay. Oh my God.
I don't blame you. I'd have the same reaction if this wasn't possibly damaging my career.
Yeah.
Because that is objectively hilarious, what you're looking at there.
It is funny.
Type of thing that only happens at SeaWorld.
Exactly. High-fiving a dolphin and flipping it off at the same time.
Mm-hmm. And obviously I'm wearing I wouldn't be
shorts.
Really should have the booty shorts.
Booty shorts. And that's it. And you're a grown man.
Everyone else is fully clothed because they came to see a show, not swim. No one thinks they're going in the water.
Right.
I have a jar of unidentified liquid in my hand. I have a ball jar with some brownish liquid in it. That's a tough thing to see inside a park.
What did you know what was in the jar?
No, those were dark days. I was off the wagon, and I had never been even on the wagon.
Yeah.
I only sort of knew about the wagon in theory.
Sure.
Pills, perks.
Sure.
Xannies. Grandma's apple pies. Smack and cheese. Grandpa's apple pies.
High-fiving a dolphin And flipping it off at the same time.
Mm-hmm. And obviously I'm wearing I wouldn't be
shorts.
Really should have the booty shorts.
Booty shorts. And that's it. And you're a grown man.
Everyone else is fully clothed because they came to see a show, not swim. No one thinks they're going in the water.
Right.
I have a jar of unidentified liquid in my hand. I have a ball jar with some brownish liquid in it. That's a tough thing to see inside a park.
What did you know what was in the jar?
No, those were dark days. I was off the wagon, and I had never been even on the wagon.
Yeah.
I only sort of knew about the wagon in theory.
Sure.
Pills, perks.
Sure.
Xannies. Grandma's apple pies. Smack and cheese. Grandpa's apple pies. Perks.
I think the presentation will be fine.
It's only smokes. Where we smoke weed, tell Bible stories. I'm Scoochie Boochie. Laurel Krabacher is here. Cheers again.
Cheers. Teachers.
We're not brought by a Yeti, but God, please.
Please,
God,
that would be awesome.
$40 for lifetime. I don't give a shit.
Yetis are great. You want a drink to stay warm? Yeti.
Overpriced, though. Wouldn't buy it if I didn't get it for free. So.
Okay, well.
There goes that. Today we're in Exodus. You know, you ever seen Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat?
Oh my God, yes.
So
Donny Osmond.
The story of Moses and all them is right after that. So imagine all that Joseph shit happens, and it ends with him like saving Israel, and they live in Egypt, and it's awesome. Mm-hmm. Cut to a few generations later, things are not so awesome. There's a new pharaoh, the new king, and he's like doesn't like him, and he's treating him like shit, and he's also really worried about him because he's treating him like shit, and there's a lot of them. They're like making hella babies. And back then, that's how you win and lose, is just by having the most guys to throw in a battle. And he's like, they have like an army. So he's like, sorry guys, new rule. Anytime you have a new Hebrew baby, gotta throw them in the Nile.
In the Nile?
The river. They gotta throw the babies in the river and kill them. Okay. No boy babies, because he's worried about them uprising.
Okay, wow.
But wild from a water safety perspective.
Yeah.
That's his main water source as well.
Yeah.
So that's fucked up.
Okay.
And under those circumstances, there's a Hebrew lady who has a baby, keeps it secret for a while, and then he's like, this baby's too big and healthy. People are going to notice. So she's kind of finds a little bit of a loophole. She's like, I'll put my baby in the river in a tightly sealed like basket that he can float in just to give him a chance.
Right.
Floats down the river. The Pharaoh's daughter.
Daughter.
Daughter. Your word is daughter. Kid's like, wait, you want to do that scene? You're the kid. Yes. Your word is daughter.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Daughter. My daughter is 6'5". She a beast for real. Daughter.
Thank you. Daughter. D-O-R-D-E-R. Daughter.
That's correct.
Are you sure?
And then so she puts the baby in the basket. The Pharaoh's daughter. Don't spit take on the women's Bible. That's a bad look right now. She finds the baby. She's like, oh, this is one of the babies that my dad's killing. Oh, it's cute. She's like, I'm going to keep it. And then Moses' older sister had been like following in the reeds. And then she sees this happen. It's like, holy shit. And then just sort of sidles in like, hey, you need somebody to nurse that? She's like, oh, yeah, actually, yeah. So then she's like, I'll find some lady. The daughter goes and gets Moses' mom and hires her as a wet nurse for this kid. So in a tricky way, Moses' mom gets to nurse her own baby because of the resourcefulness of Moses' sister. Does that make sense? It's kind of all over the place.
Okay.
So that's the last story. This is all set up. Like you said, there's always a little bit of setup.
Yes.
So now, he grows up and he lives with the Pharaoh's daughter. He's a prince of Egypt. Have you seen that Disney movie?
No, I've heard it's
DreamWorks.
Good.
Fire. Yeah. It's got fucking Steve Martin as a high priest. It's loaded, and the soundtrack is incredible.
Sting did the soundtrack?
I don't think so. I said that.
He did some soundtrack.
Really, he did. Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyways. I think
I think Sting did a soundtrack once. Maybe that was Tarzan.
That's Phil Collins.
Sure. Maybe I'm thinking about Phil Collins.
I'm always thinking about Phil Collins. Yeah, go.
We have like a coffee grinder. Got to grind the fresh beans every morning, and then turn it out to get all the beans out, I always do the tun 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 tun.
You do it to the tune
every morning.
That's a lot of hits, actually.
Yeah,
it's a full build.
Mm-hmm. That's part of the morning routine.
It'd be so hard to not go. I can feel it.
I do.
Have you seen a video that's a guy in a gorilla suit doing the drum part?
No.
It's the full, like 2 minutes before that drop, and he's just sitting there getting quietly fired up, but he's just fully in a gorilla costume. And he's kind of like, he's like a drummer shit, like he kind of adjusts his cymbal, and he's like waiting. He does the little like ear thing, and then just, it's just in a gorilla costume. It's great.
I mean, that song would suck without that. Mm-hmm. It's like the coolest part of the song.
And it's out of nowhere.
It's out of nowhere. It comes like middle of the song.
Absolute sleep, and then he's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, coffee.
Exactly.
So now he's Prince of Egypt.
Yes.
Moses. And and one day he sees an Egyptian guy beating a Hebrew guy because they're like working for him. They're making him build the pyramids and shit. Mm-hmm. They're having a bad time. And so he sees one of his people, the Hebrews, getting his ass whooped by this Egyptian guy. And I love the phrasing. It specifically says, like, he looked this way and that to make sure no one was watching, and then he kills the Egyptian and hides him in the sand. And so it's history's first recorded, like, it's in there, like, that's... They took the time to write out that whole sentence to really, like, sell almost, like, kind of the slapstick of it a little bit. He went like... And then he killed a man and hit him in the sand. Then the next day, Moses goes out. He sees two Hebrews fighting. Kind of feels like it's going to be like a joke.
It really does.
It's
especially
just,
with the woo, woo.
Wait, give me one. Give me your best look this way and then that.
Woo. Woo.
Yeah.
Woo.
There's the little... Is it a shotgun? Like a stapler?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Is this a fucking tablet? What is this? It's papyrus. Ow. Kind of like how, like, in, like, John Wick or Jason Bourne, they're, like, fight a guy with a magazine. He's out there with a stapler and a sheet of papyrus, just like, cha-cha.
Yes.
So he's playing Batman.
Okay.
He sees the two Hebrew guys fighting. He says to the guy who was in the wrong, specifies that. I'm like, who wrote this? The guy who thinks he was in the right?
Right.
The guy who was for sure in the wrong is like, what, are you going to kill me like you killed that Egyptian guy? And Moses is like, oh shit, these random guys know. I got to get the fuck out of here. And sure enough, the Pharaoh's like, I'm going to kill Moses. He killed one of my guys. So Moses has to flee to another country called Midian, which was just aight.
Midian was all right. Wait, so you're saying that when he looked one way and the other way, he didn't look well enough because someone was watching? Because they knew about it?
Yeah, either there was like a Dune type of guy who's like just hiding, like blending in the sand.
Yeah.
Or he just only looked two ways. And
exactly, he wasn't looking behind him.
There's a third way.
There was literally somebody just standing behind him.
This guy's eating chips.
Yeah.
He's looking around like, damn it, I'm going to have to go to court. I'm the only guy that saw that. Shit. I don't know how this came up, but I was talking to somebody the other day, and the idea that in the same way that you get assigned jury duty, what if everyone in their turn had to spend 2 minutes with the, like, fire the nukes button? And then it'd be like a conversation piece, like, yeah, have you done it? Like, yeah, man, I actually thought about it. Like, dude, I thought about it too, but then I was like, no, I can't. Like, like I can't get back to how we got that, but I think about it a lot.
I mean, someone would hit it, right? It would happen pretty quick.
It's really just like a numbered game to hit someone unstable enough to do that. And it's
exactly.
Like, dude.
It would be like the third person.
That's a fun thing to bet on, how long we make it. Because it's inevitable, but how long?
Yes.
Or like you just find out in the mail, like, oh, fuck, I'm not going to be able to go to the wedding. I got button duty. I have to be in the Pentagon.
You're like calling to see if you can get out of it.
Is there any way? I can do it literally the whole next week. I'm off.
Yeah.
And I won't do it. So can I just send in, not going to push it? And then I don't, why do I have to go not push it? So he's in Midian, which is mid.
Right, mid.
And one day, I also love how this is basically like, in one translation, it's pretty much one sentence. They cover all this ground. They're like, the king finds out what Moses did. King wanted to kill him. Moses escaped, went to Midian. One day he's sitting by a well. Is like just with commas. It's just one sentence. And I was like, dude, if you're a screenwriter, that's at least 3 scenes right there.
Yeah.
or at least a couple of cutaways, you know?
Yeah, that's a full montage.
And they'll do that, but then they'll spend like 2 pages on like how to distribute flour for bread. And you're like, go back to the, you know what I mean?
It's so boring. This is why no one reads this stuff.
Dry as a bone. So then, I was at the well. There's these 7 daughters of a priest come up to water their father's sheep and goats at this like well, and some shepherds try to chase them away. They're like, fuck off, this is our well. Hard, Hell's Angels kind of guys. Or Hex Angels, I guess, in this case. And Moses comes to their rescue. He like fucking shoos off the shepherds. And they're like, nice. And the daughter's like, cool. They go back home. And their dad literally says, why have you come back so early today? Which is history's first, you're home early. As the first line in like a home improvement scene or something.
Tim Allen.
Yeah.
They
kind of had like Seinfeld, but just with more like hammers banging around. It was a clangier Seinfeld theme.
A dual time Seinfeld.
He's like, you're back early, and they're like, oh yeah, some Egyptian guy rescued us from the shepherds and watered our sheep and goats. And Jethro goes, invite him to dinner. What the freaking heck? So it's obviously so hard to find a good guy out here. Excuse my language.
Tell him to come over.
Well, what? Mom's got a roast going.
Yeah.
And so yeah, he's like, yeah, meet. And Moses stays with him, and boom, marries one of his daughters. Doesn't take
Of course,
long. It's the next sentence. And her name is Zipporah.
Wonderful.
Zipporah.
Okay.
Badass. I like it a lot. Maybe it's Zipporah. Either way, it's got some zip.
Oh, stop.
Zip Zap Zora.
No.
Sorry. That's improv, folks.
Zipporah, okay.
Yeah.
Great.
He's married. And she had a son, and he named him Gershom.
These names.
Because I'm a foreigner, and that means like I'm not where I used to live. And then just a little foreboding for the next story, which you will not be here for, I'm so sorry to say, is that the Pharaoh dies.
And I don't care. Just
Didn't want to, wouldn't be jealous anyways. The new Pharaoh is also many of the Israelites, and they cry out to God for help. And God remembers, like, oh yeah, I've been promising these guys they're going to be the main guys go to the promised land for a while. So he's like, and the last line is, because he knew what was happening to his people, he felt sorry for them. And it's like, directed by Michael Bay, and the chapter ends. What I've done.
Okay, so what's the takeaway?
I mean, it's kind of just a cool adventure of this guy going through some fucked up shit before he ascends to leading the people.
Yeah.
And so he starts off as a young ruffian. He's kind of Batman initially.
Yeah.
He's doling out vigilante justice.
Yeah. So no other men are alive?
To marry Zipporah or whatever? Like,
what? Because all the male babies.
oh, yeah, there's a shortage of male Hebrews, I guess, because they've been dumping them in the river. But then also, there's a cool part that I didn't mention where the midwives who deliver Hebrew babies, they don't fuck with that shit. That goes against their whole thing.
Yeah.
So what they did is they'd always they'd hear oh, such and such is giving birth, and then they'd take their sweet time getting there, and then they'd have to come back to the Pharaoh and be like, sorry, they're he specifically says they're tough and they had their babies before we can even get there. They're just cranking them out.
So
they're just going. It's just like, oh, whoops, yeah, missed another one.
That's cool.
It's pretty badass.
That is badass.
Yeah, and also one thing that me and Annie were talking about was that the baby river. Like, that's the designated baby drop-off zone. But that's also where the princess is bathing. Like, girl, get a tub. Like,
yeah.
That's the river you know about these babies. Because you pick it up and go, oh, it's one of these. You know this is a river of babies.
Yeah. That's dark.
That's not a Bed Bath & Beyond scented shampoo. River of babies. I just love the smell of it.
Smells like...
I like rivers and, babies. So, something that combines those two. It smells really good.
Dead baby scent.
Like buoyant floating. It's fucked up.
So fucked up.
That's weird. Normally this podcast is like really respectful and stuff.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
Based on the premise alone, you can tell it's like very reverent.
Yes, of course.
It's June. New month means new exclusive over on the Patreon, patreon.com/holysmokespod. It's essentially a Scoochie Boochie Patreon as well. This month, it's one of my favorite videos I ever made. It's a sketch I made back in college called Same Great Taste. Fun fact, the director who's flipping out, getting really mad in that, is also the guy that made the beats for I Have Sex and I Bought a Submarine and High and a lot of my best songs, honestly. When you're on that Patreon, oh boy, there's so many treats for you. Besides all the exclusive monthly videos we've had going for over a year now, you also get a discount on Scoochie Boochie merch. If you join the highest tier Apostle, you get 30% off Scoochie Boochie merch. So if you're already planning on buying, like, I don't know, a hat or an Atlantis vinyl pre-order or some dumb dangler shorts, you can get a big discount on that. So maybe join that Patreon first, and also I'll help you out. Get you 50% off your first month on the Patreon with this code right here, Nifty50. Put that in when you join the Patreon. You get 50% off your first month, and then you also get that merch discount. Oh my God, I'm just giving it away. Thank you so much for supporting my dream of doing this as a job. We're getting closer, but we're still very far away. We have fun. Thank you so much for watching the show. And if you want to sponsor the show, you want me to do an ad read for maybe something cannabis related or just anything. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah. Let's do a scene.
Okay.
What do we from that story?
I mean, Bed Bath & Beyond.
Yeah.
Having someone over for dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Friend over for dinner.
That's good.
Yeah.
You're home early.
Yeah. Yeah, I was out with, I met somebody.
Oh my God, Dish.
He's really cute. His name is Mo.
Mo? Does he go to
Yes.
the same school as us? Does he go to Cypress?
He goes to the other tree school.
Oh, the
He goes
Sycamore?
He goes to Sycamore.
Sycamore Tech?
Exactly, Sycamore Tech. Yes.
Whoa,
yeah.
cool. What year is he?
Senior.
He's a senior?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I know. And I met him at the grind. I was just there, like, studying.
The big dance?
The big dance.
You met him at the grind?
Yeah. I was there studying.
Oh, whoa, come on, girl. That's the one time. Ugh. Well, how did he even talk to you if you were studying at the grind? It's dark in there. It's in purpose. It's real dark.
I know. He bumped into me while he was dancing. And it was like, oh, no.
So you were like reading on the dance floor, or did he come flying out of the pack?
He came flying out of the pack, and I was reading on the edge of the dance floor. Floop. Yeah.
Clipped you?
Yeah, clipped me. But
my God.
part of me feels like he did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Like kind of a meat cute.
I mean,
kind
as
of
the
a thing.
varsity stone chucker, he's agile. He knows where his arms are.
Exactly. Anyways, I came home early because I got a little, what's it called? A skin rash because I was knocked over.
Oh.
What's that called?
Like a bruise?
No, it's like it's skinned. I got the skin.
When people get knocked over, they don't usually
Skin
get a
came over a little
rash.
bit.
Oh, like a
Not
cut?
like
A
kind
scrape?
of like a scrape.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think there's another.
Is it a rash, though?
It looks like
More like a rash than a scrape?
I got a cut on my rash that I already had previously had.
Gotcha.
So I just came to get some hydrocortisone and maybe like a Band-Aid.
And then you're going to head back to the grind? Oh, my God.
And then
oh my
I'm
God.
going to head back.
Oh, do you think you're going to kiss him?
Hope so.
Oh, my God. Oh,
Yeah.
my God. Yeah, we got to get out all of our best balms and salves. And
Yes.
knocking them off the shelves. Meredith, the olive oil, quick. This is huge. He's varsity.
He's varsity. This is my one chance.
Dab that on.
Yeah. Ow.
It's going to sting. It's going to sting a lot. Those are bugs.
They're bugs.
It's Bible time. They're bugs. They're scarab beetles like from the Mummy.
They're going to go inside the skin.
Yeah. But then you get them out with this.
Okay, great.
Just a bigger bug. Just a larger big caterpillar that eats that type of beetles. Well, we need something to eat the caterpillar. Here's a bird.
Do I look okay?
You look fine though. You look up from calf up. Amazing.
Calf up. Okay, that's all that matters. And it's dark in there anyway.
Exactly. It's dark in there anyway. You don't think it's like a poison ivy? Like you could give it to him if he touched it. Does it feel contagious?
It does.
I don't know why I asked that, because how can you feel that? It feels contagious.
It feels like warm. It just feels like it's kind of all over, you know? When I start to think about it, it feels like it's all over. You're right. Don't think about it. Don't think about it.
Here, splash some of this bowl
Okay.
in your face. There we go. Yeah.
Is that water?
Coos.
It's dry coos, but it soaks up the sweat, so you don't look like you're having a panic attack, which you're not, and you never have.
Perfect.
So you're good.
Okay, great.
Okay, so
Okay.
what do you say if he's like, should we get out of here?
Yeah, I say, to where?
Kind of a weird follow-up, but
Okay.
it is positive, I suppose. Try something else.
He says, should we get out of here? I say, yeah, hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, or just, you can do your voice. You don't have to do like your voice is fine. Your voice is
Is
good.
my voice fine though?
I mean, sure, it shakes the windows, but it's, just take the volume down a little bit.
Okay. Should we get out of here? Hell yeah.
That's perfect. They liked a girl who's like barely even.
Right, exactly. Barely from there. Just like
away.
a wisp of a girl.
Like you could kill me with a blink,
Exactly.
and you can do that. Okay, good luck. You look great. It's what I ended up doing is I just put like one of those like boots for when you break your foot. It went high enough off your calf, so it mostly covered it. So you're gonna have to waddle back there, but I think that should cover it should contain the contagion.
Contain the contagion. Thank you. You're the best. I wish you could come, but
Should we do our special chant?
yes.
Okay. May
we kiss all the boys. May we kiss all the
Oh, sorry. I got distracted by playing the tambourine.
tambourine in the driveway.
Folks, thanks for watching Holy Smokes. Anything you want to plug? Again.
Definitely, watch Anora wherever it's streaming.
You got any memes you've been enjoying lately?
Any memes?
Because these will be ancient by the time this comes out. In meme time?
The memes will?
Yeah.
I'm not on social media, so I don't
Good for
see
you.
a lot of memes.
That's great.
Let's see,
What's your favorite of the Tim Allen-esque sitcoms?
there is more than one.
Just multicam, family, 90s.
Yeah.
Or before.
I mean, 90s.
Back when it was like...
I mean, Will and Grace, but that's like 2000s,
Yeah.
right?
That's almost too good.
That's
I'm
almost
talking
too
about like
good.
Everybody Loves Raymond. Just that type of shit.
I did love Home Improvement.
Family. Full House, honestly.
Full House, I love Full House.
Full House is up there.
Yeah.
The type of, when that used to be like just a big old saxophone to transition
Yes.
to nighttime at the house. Be like, Dad, I got a F. No, you don't. No, I got a F. I have to. Get out.
You're home early.